Welcome and what is up there, everybody? This is Casper Trader back here with another video today, and in today's video we will be doing a portfolio review, a little bit of a portfolio growth progress report, showing you guys how much I made, how much I lost in the last week, in the last month, just to show you guys how I'm going towards my $1 million goal, how it's been going. And if you guys can see today's screen, we are down around $184, which you guys can tell that it has not been going too well in the last few days, but I'll be going over everything in today's video. But before I get into it, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button below and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. I'd really appreciate it a ton. So getting into the video, the first and most important thing I have to ask is, how do you guys like the video format? Do you guys prefer if I record it on my desktop, or do you guys prefer if I record my Robinhood app on my phone? Which one do you guys prefer the quality of? Just let me know in the comment section below. I'm always looking forward to making the quality better. So once you guys have done that, I'm going to get into the reason why I'm down around $184 today. About 10, well maybe not even 10, around $5 of the $184 is from actual stocks that I've been holding and that they fell today. But most of it's been just from these Facebook calls that I purchased on Thursday. And of course, knowing my luck with options, I bought these Facebook calls on Thursday. Stock market was doing fine, but on Friday the whole stock market decided to come crashing down, and of course left me, the options always loser, down $179. So the whole stock market's been doing well for the last few weeks. And the day after I decide to invest, the whole stock market decides to come crashing down. Well, you got to factor in these things. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but we've got to deal with it. But I do have a game plan of how to make back the money I lost and how to actually still profit off this position, which I'll be showing guys in the Thinkorswim charts. The reason why I took this position, if we go look at the Thinkorswim chart on Facebook, is because I saw this trend line forming on Facebook stock. I drew a little trend line to show what the pattern I was seeing is that this line is acting sort of as the support for Facebook stock, and recently it has been using it as a support, so probably again it'll use it as a support in the near future. But what happened is, to my original trend line that I drew, Facebook stock actually broke below the trend line and made me lose the $179 that I lost. So options are pretty risky. The stock only fell like $4, but I lost like $180. But the reason that I decided to hold it over the regular weekend, and decide to try to still make a profit off the position is simply because I see the RSI is always, almost, you can't always say always, but almost always bounces up. The stock almost always bounces up when the RSI is as low as it is right now. It's at a really nice area, the RSI, and I definitely see the stock bouncing up. But what can happen, of course, is that the stock may come crashing down even more like it did here. It bounced up a little bit, and then it came crashing down even more, even below the 30 area on the RSI, which may happen. I'm taking that into account, but hopefully Facebook stock will go up and it won't screw up my whole portfolio, because we've been doing pretty well and I don't want it to get all messed up. So usually when it does hit that area, it does tend to bounce up. So that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I actually see happening to Facebook stock, because it's a really strong company and I think it's semi undervalued, and it's a good stock to buy. So that's my story on Facebook stock. And I'm going to actually show you guys how I've been doing the last week and the last month and the last 3 months with my portfolio. And I'll show you guys how much just trading one option, well, two options technically, has screwed up my whole growth. So for the last week, we are down around $189, so we're kind of down on the overall week. But in the last month, we have been growing pretty nicely. We went from 2,730 up to 2,850, so over $100 worth of gains just from long-term investing. But of course, when I decide to invest in options, it dips down. And the last 3 months, we are actually down just $36. So that's the power of options for y'all. Yeah, so that's what's going on with my portfolio. And now I'm going to go over each individual stock that I'm holding. And I don't want to make it long and boring, so I'm just going to simply click on each stock, show you guys how much I'm profit, how much I'm losing on it, or if it's a really interesting stock, I'll do a brief reason why I'm deciding to hold the stock, buy more of this stock, and so on. So Apple, it's a huge company. It's growing like crazy. Why not buy a stock? I decided to buy a stock, and now I'm holding it up around 51% and $104, $106 profit. Microsoft as well. I bought one stock a while ago, and this one's also been growing pretty nicely. And not to mention that Apple and Microsoft have actually paid out some like okay dividends. They're not nothing huge, but Microsoft paid out 51 cents in dividends, and Apple paid out 77 cents in dividends. And Facebook, of course, I'm holding this stock for the long term. I'm a firm believer that it'll go up. Next Era Energy is my second biggest gaining stock, and I'm actually up a total of 26% on the stock, which is $57. I definitely see the stock going up a lot in the long run because of its charts are just so, I would call them beautiful. These charts are beautiful. They've only been going up for the last year, for the last 5 years. I've only seen this stock going up. So what do I think is going to happen in the future? It's just going to keep going up. I don't know the fundamentals behind it, and that's maybe a little bit of a mistake, but whatever. This stock has been growing like crazy, and it looks like it's going to keep growing like this. So disregard me on that note. So Skyworks Solutions is actually one of the stocks that I believe will go up by a lot in the near future. Hopefully by around like 20 to 30% in the next 1 to 2 years. Though that may not seem a lot because in the last year, the whole SPY went up like 20%. But on average, the stock market goes up around 7%. So if this stock goes up around 30%, which I think it could definitely do in the next 2 years, then we would be beating the market technically, doing more than twice of the gains of the market. So far we're down around 6% on the stock, but that's not something I'm worrying about. I'm just waiting for the stock to actually get to its area that it's supposed to be, because I feel like it's undervalued for the value that the company provides. Wow, really ironic. I see this company going up to probably around $140, $150 in the pretty near future. And of course, going on to my favorite stock of all time, Uber. Uber is like my mini Tesla. I feel like Uber is going to have a similar kind of growth pattern as Tesla, where Uber at first is unprofitable. Right now it's unprofitable, but it does have a really good CEO that I'm fond of, and I see the stock finding a way to become profitable, this company, which will in turn launch the company stock up probably to like $80, $90. So basically, I see Uber doubling or maybe even tripling in the next 3 to 5 years. I'm like just huge believer in Uber stock. I'm up around 15% on it, which is around $42. I absolutely love that stock. And then here are some of these stocks I'm going to go over a little bit faster. AMD, I just bought this one kind of as a joke, but it went up like 33% since I bought it. We got Procter & Gamble holding this one for nice dividends and a little bit of growth. And we've got some AT&T, where I bought on the dip, and I'm actually happy I did buy on the dip. So I bought it on the dip, and I'm also collecting some nice dividends from that. AT&T's got one of the best dividend payouts out of all the stocks that I know of. We got some Good, which is also a monthly dividend paying stock. Well, also T-Mobile isn't a monthly dividend paying stock. No, I'm sorry, I'm getting all jumbled up. AT&T is not a monthly dividend paying stock. Forgive me for that. Good is a monthly dividend paying stock. PSEC is a monthly dividend paying stock. Main Street Capital is a monthly dividend paying stock, and ARR is a monthly dividend paying stock. And I'll show you guys a little bit of the dividends that I've been getting from PSEC because it's the one I've invested the most in as a monthly dividend paying stock. We're up around 1.28%, just as the capital gains from this stock. And we've been just receiving dividends upon dividends upon dividends from this stock, and I absolutely love these notifications that come to my phone. Robinhood created like a new feature. I noticed that once you get paid out a dividend, it sends a notification to your phone, and the satisfaction level after that is just really nice. Yeah, so these are all monthly dividend paying stocks that I'm just holding for dividends. And yeah, that's basically my portfolio. Half of it is basically growth stocks and half of it is just dividend stocks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, again, I really appreciate you guys could smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. It would really help out the channel tremendously. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.